definitely. Always great talking to you. Thanks so much. One of my favorite events is back, not just because of what it represents, but also it gives back. It gives people a chance to live out their dreams in a way that we all started when we were very, very young, either picking up a stick or a tennis racket or a badminton racket, looking ourselves in the mirror and pretending that we were a guitar god. What is happening this weekend?
Not this weekend. This is going to be on the 23rd of May. We have the Canadian National Air Guitar Championships.
Thank you for reminding me about that. I keep thinking it's going to be this weekend. 23rd. Explain what this event is, and also because of what I just said, makes sense to what the event is because these folks take it to the max.
Oh, to the max and beyond. Our air guitar competitors are rock gods and goddesses in their own right. It is absolutely incredible. So, the National Air Guitar Championships is, as it sounds, an air guitar competition. We run the Canadian version of the event, licensed from the World Air Guitar Championships. And every year it gives all of our rock stars across Canada an opportunity to get up on stage, rock their stuff, show us the absolute rock masters that we know them to be, and give them a chance to win their way onto the world stage for the World Air Guitar Championships in Finland.
Okay, you made it sound exciting but simple. People don't understand the visuals of what they're going to see. Can you explain some of the things that some of these contestants have done to try to win this great event?
Our competitors will pull out all the stops. Because the guitar has to be made of air, they are making up for the lack of physical instrument with their expression, their personality, the charisma, the character that they bring on stage, and some absolutely gravity defying stunts. Our former world champion, who is a Canadian back in 2024, won it with some incredible hair metal style flips, a little bit of extra pizzazz on it. We've seen kicks and flips and stage dives. It's incredible, the kind of physicality that everyone brings to the performance.
I've seen people with wings. I've seen like they go all out with the special effects. But what are some of the rules though? Because there are specific rules for the judges to follow.
There are specific rules, and our biggest one is that you absolutely cannot be using a guitar of any kind. It must be made of air. Outside of that, we welcome props, we welcome costuming, whatever it takes to bring that expression of your rock persona to life. The judges themselves will be scoring a little bit on technique. Are you playing your low notes down here, your high notes up high? But beyond that, we're looking for, are you unique? Where's the charisma? What is the stage presence like? Can you convince me that you've been taken over by the music and you believe and live in that rock star fantasy that brings that little bit of airness, that special something making of a champion? You know it when you see it.
Okay, so if you're in the audience, that's something you just said is very important because if there's a specific song that they are using and they're playing, they just can't stand there and just do this. They literally almost to the point where it looks like they are actually playing a guitar. It just happens to not be in their hands. So they are looking at, hey, I heard a low note, they got to be here. I heard a high note, they got to be here. Like that's very key to this.
It's something we're absolutely looking for. You don't have to be pitch perfect
No.
necessarily, but give me a sense that you feel the guitar is real, that you're holding something. It's got weight, it's got dimension to it. We've had people, some incredibly flexible performers, be able to like play it behind their head and still make all of the movements happen. If you can really sell us that that guitar is there, whether it's a guitar, a bass, anything you please, that'll really up that presence.
I would love to see what the training is like for these guys. It must be crazy. Um, what does the trophy look like this year? Because I've seen some in the past. What does this one look like for the winner?
Our trophy is kept under tight wraps this year. It's going to be a
Oh,
surprise to most of us. It is, as always, our guitar stand for your air guitar. So it is the shape of a maple leaf made out of metal with our rocker right in the middle. But the specifics of this one, tightly kept secret. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like.
I've seen some in the past, and it's been a massive wow factor. In fact, I think the picture that I'm going to post on this is going to be the one that I took the picture next to, so it gives people a little bit of an incline because I got to be a judge several years ago and really had a great time with this. Now, you mentioned something earlier. Okay, again, what does the winner get? And you mentioned something that's so important. It's not over with this. There's something else that goes on too.
It is far from over. So, all of our regional competitors, we are going to be bringing together at this national event to compete against not only each other, but our dark horses coming from across Canada. If they
Mm.
didn't have a regional competition near them, to be able to win their way on stage for the night of the event. Once we crown our champion, their prize is a trip to Finland to compete at the World Air Guitar Competitions this August. We've had a Canadian win at the World Championships in the past. We are absolutely thrilled that that competitor is planning to be back on stage this year. So
Oh,
we are
wow.
really, really looking forward to the opportunity to see everyone bring their A game for a chance to make it
Yeah.
to Finland.
And I'm just curious too, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys usually have a charity behind this too, right?
Absolutely. Every year, we are the only affiliate with World Air Guitar that makes the charitable giving a core part of our message and mandate every year. This year, we're partnering with Food Banks Canada, giving an opportunity to give back to the community around us, to feed our neighbors, and to really make those kind of connections. So, we're inviting both cash donations at the event and also the opportunity for people to bring in a non expired, shelf stable item to donate directly to the local food pantries. We'll be collecting all of those up after the event for a drop off in Toronto.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so it's as we speak, it's next week, next
Yes,
Saturday. And where's it going to be? How do we get tickets for this? Because the other thing I need to, you guys sell out fast for this. And it is so important for folks to get get tickets for this because it goes real fast.
it is a high demand event. We're absolutely thrilled with our audience every year. It is going to be May 23rd at Ground Control on Queen Street West in Toronto. The doors are at 7, the show starts at 8, and all of the ticketing information is on our website, airguitarcanada.org.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. Thank you so much for you guys doing this every year. Like I said, it gives folks their chance to play out a fantasy in front of an audience. And let's cross fingers that we still have another, not just a national champion, but let's hope that we have another world champion coming from the red and white. I cannot wait for this. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much.